Good morning and welcome to Wayne Goldsboro Television. It is Wednesday, May the 15th. I'm Kim Best.
And I'm Wayne Alley. Good morning. WGTV today is now with you. And I hope you're with us for the whole time here because we have a great show for you today.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
Dave Parsons, a friend of mine with Goldsboro Power Squadron, will be one of our guests today. And wait till you hear about, he will bring a program about safe boating. And it's that time of year. People are going to be out on the water.
That's right. It's springtime. It'll be summertime before we blink.
and Dave will bring a lot of good information to the program.
That's right. And
what
also
else?
on the show today, we have Hillbilly Hike.
Oh, boy.
We have some clips from the Hillbilly Hike 5K that took place over at Stony Creek Park not long ago.
Right.
And boy, was it an interesting day.
I heard all about it. It was great.
And then we have a video clip of Safe Kids, Wayne County. We had Charity Johnson, which is the Safe Kids coordinator from the Partnership for Children, come over and do a demonstration for us, and you'll have to wait and stay tuned what that's all about.
Oh, boy. That's great. Looking forward to that. So we got a great show lined up for you today.
Right.
But first, here's our trivia question for today.
Well, what is it, Wayne?
Okay. Trivia question. U.S. states.
Uh-huh.
Alaska.
Yes.
I don't like that one
All righty.
because that was the answer.
Oh, Alaska was the answer. Well,
Now,
There
figure
you
out the
go.
question. This is Jeopardy. What's the question?
well, the question is,
Okay. Roy G. Biv.
yes,
Roy G. Biv. R-O-Y-G-B-I-V. What is Roy G. Biv? Who or what is Roy G. Biv? R-O-Y?
never heard of that. Mr. Trivia,
Oh, okay.
Roy G. Biv.
Think about that one, figure that one out, and then we'll let you know the answer at the end of the program.
That's right. Stay tuned.
All right. Now, what else do we have?
Let's see. Today is the 15th. Goldsboro Youth Council has a meeting tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. in the council chambers in City Hall.
Okay.
They meet once a month, and these are youth that represent schools throughout our community, and they meet every month to talk about community service and things they can do and to learn about local government.
That's great.
If you're interested in learning more about the Mayor's Youth Council and how your child or your neighbor can be a part of this, if they are in high school, contact LaTerry Ward over at Community Affairs. She'll be glad to fill you in. She's done a great job for well over 20 years organizing the Mayor's Youth Council.
She has done a great job.
She
with
certainly
that.
has.
The Mental Health Association of Wayne County, one of my favorite organizations, and I was on the board at one time, in fact, is back in business again. They were kind of, they were off the map for a while, but now they're back, and they're serious about this again. And they're going to have a big fundraiser. They need volunteers. They need funding. So they're going to have a big fundraiser coming up at the Wayne County Museum on May 30th. It'll all get underway at 5:30 with a lot of music provided by Samantha Casey and the Bluegrass Jam.
Oh, they're so good.
Love them.
They are really great. Good people.
And then at 7 o'clock, the program itself kicks off 50 years of mental health services. The Mental Health Association of Wayne County has always been one of the leading organizations for mental health and advocacy
Across the state.
Across the state. Always winning awards and recognition at the convention in Raleigh when it came time for that. And they're just a hard-working group of people.
Yes, they are. We want to continue to support them either voluntarily or monetarily, whatever you can do, or both.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to be hearing from Jim Slowinski in a few days. He and his wife, Dr. Betty Slowinski, are at the forefront of helping to keep the job done by the Mental Health Association of Wayne County. And there's so many people involved with this. Bobby Jones, and there's so many people involved with mental health, the Mental Health Association of Wayne County. It's just a wonderful organization. I hope you can help and attend the fundraiser May 30th at the Wayne County Museum.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Rain, what is the phrase that pays?
I love eggs.
That
Maybe
has
that's
to do,
not it.
Maybe that's not it.
That's not it.
Well, the city of Goldsboro, if you haven't heard, is having a motto contest. We're
that's
looking a motto.
That's it. We're looking for a motto.
That represents your city, the city of Goldsboro.
Yes.
So it would read, the city of Goldsboro.
So, does it say what?
The city of Goldsboro.
Okay.
Then we need something to go, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Huh?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I like that.
The city of Goldsboro.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Okay.
But instead of that, we need a motto. So we're asking you to submit your ideas. And if you're the winner, you can win a long list of prizes that are being offered for the city of Goldsboro.
And here they are.
And here they are.
The top 20 will receive 2 free driving range passes to the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course.
Yes.
Also, 2 tickets to a Paramount Theater movie. Also, a Do It Downtown t-shirt, oh yeah. And a City of Goldsboro gift bag. Those
That's the
prizes
top
go
20.
to the top 20. Now, the top 5 will receive 2 free rounds of golf with a cart to the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course, 2 free rounds. Also, 2 tickets to any event at the Paramount Theater Performing Arts Series. Also, 1 gift card to a downtown Goldsboro restaurant to be selected by the DGDC. And 1 Goldsboro restaurant voucher. Then the big winner.
The big winner.
Do it again.
The big winner.
Oh, that's good. You're good at that. We'll have dinner with Mayor Al King.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Also, 1-year membership to the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course, a whole year.
Whole year.
Wow. Paramount Theater full series package, 100 downtown dollars, 1 free Parks and Recreation Program registration, activity of your choice, and a free membership for an entire year to the Goldsboro Family Y.
You can't beat that. And where will it all be presented to the big winner,
It will
Wayne?
all be presented to the big winner at the Downtown Lights Up in November, I guess.
That's exactly
All
right.
right.
That starts on the steps of City Hall.
And there's more.
There's a lot more. What is the last thing?
The last thing is you get a chance to appear on this program. Oh boy.
That's right, oh boy.
Oh boy.
And talk about how you came up with that particular motto or phrase.
I like to hear how people come up with things, and that would
Me
be a
too.
good one. Yeah.
Me too.
How did you come up
So
with that?
20 different people are going to get prizes, then a group of 5, and then 1 big winner. This only runs through June 30th. So you have until June 30th to submit, and there's 2 ways to do that.
That's right.
One is you can go on the city's website, goldsboronc.gov. If you see what's in a name, you know that's the name of the contest. Click on that, and it'll take you straight to the submission form, and submit what you think would be the winning phrase, because it will pay.
What's in a name?
What's in a name? And the other way that you can submit is to walk in the front doors of City Hall and pick up a registration form right there. You can write it out and turn it in, or you can mail it in, whichever you prefer.
What's in a name?
What's in a name? You can't beat it. It's a phrase that pays.
That's good. That's it. That's it. Emmett Smith's having a birthday today. The Dallas Cowboy running back set an NFL record with 18,355 yards rushing. He is 43 today.
Well, happy birthday.
He's not playing much now.
No, he's not. He was also on Dancing with the Stars. That's how I know him.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and he does commercials, too. A very
Yes,
funny
he
guy.
does.
Birthday today for a guy named Trini Lopez.
What did Trini do special?
He had he had several big hits, but this was some years ago. But
He's a
Trini-
singer.
He's a singer.
Singer.
He one of his big hits was Lemon Tree,
Okay.
and another big hit was If I Had a Hammer.
If I had a what?
Hammer.
If I had a hammer.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the evening.
Would you?
Well, that's the song. No, I'm not
I
going to
don't
sing
know
it,
the
no.
song at all.
You don't know that song?
I don't.
My goodness.
Well, is there also one, What's in a Wrench?
No.
What's in a screwdriver?
If I had a wrench.
Toolbox.
If I had a toolbox. No, there's no song. If I had a hammer.
You had a bell to ring.
Yeah, and if I had a bell to ring, that's in there.
That's in there too?
That's in there. If I had
Still
a bell.
never heard of the
Yeah.
song. I need you to sing it for me.
No, I'm not going to sing it. No, no. We'll.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy. Also a birthday. He's 75. Birthday today for David Krumholtz. He's on TV show Numbers.
Which one is he?
He plays Charlie, the math genius. Charlie
Oh,
Epps.
the guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. And Jamie Sigler is Meadow soprano on the
She's from The
Sopranos.
Sopranos.
Right. She's 31 today.
Wow.
All right.
Well, happy birthday if it is your special day.
Happy.
Do something fun. Make a memory.
All right.
All right, I believe it might be time to go to our first interview.
Let's do that. We're going to go to our first interview. Who is that?
Let's actually go to all the interviews. How about that?
Okay.
Let's
That
go
must
to
be
all
Dave
of them.
Parsons.
It's Dave Parsons, the
Dave
Hillbilly Hike, and Safe Kids, so stay tuned.
Oh, boy. Our guest today is Dave Parsons. Dave is with the North Carolina Sail and Power Squadrons. How in the world are you?
I'm doing great, Wayne. How are you doing?
It's been a long time, Dave.
Absolutely.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Now, a lot of people around the area know Dave. You're known to be part of the Power Squadron here, but now what is a Power Squadron like weightlifting?
No.
Oh, what
it's
kind?
boating.
Boating!
Boating.
Boating!
Yeah.
All
Safe
right.
boating.
Safe boating.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, if you will, Dave, explain to me what the Sail and Power Squadron is and who belongs, and what's going on with that?
Basically, the Power Squadrons is an organization. It's national.
Yeah.
It's a national organization.
Right.
Now 100 years old. Or we're celebrating our 100th anniversary this year.
You look great.
I know. I'll tell you, I age well.
Yes, you do.
But it's been put together basically to teach safe boating,
Yeah.
sail or power.
Okay. So, so who would be, well, I guess boat owners, people who use boats.
Anybody that has a boat needs to be part of our organization.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. And being part of the organization, you have regular meetings, I guess, or
we do. Well, we break down into local squadrons throughout the country, even Puerto Rico.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay.
There's also power squadrons in Japan. There's power squadrons in Canada.
Really?
Which we join with on a national basis.
Okay. So,
But locally, you have a local power squadron, which is here in Goldsboro, is Goldsboro Sail and Power Squadron.
okay. So you're actually on the state board.
I'm on the state bridge, which is of the governing body.
Okay.
Right.
So here in Goldsboro, folks with the Power Squadron meet on a regular basis, and they exchange ideas and tips. And
We meet every month.
Meet once.
Third Thursday of every month.
where is that?
We do a dinner meeting at the Country Skillet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Near the mall.
Right.
Okay.
Right next to Barnes Jewelry.
Next to Barnes Jewelers, and so the Power Squadron. So the goal of the Power Squadron is to spread the word about safe boating
That's correct. And teach.
and teach. Now,
Right.
this we're coming up on summertime, and of course, a lot of people getting the boats out and cleaning them off and getting them ready to take to the water.
Right.
So, what would you suggest would be one of the biggest mistakes people make when they first get their boat out to head to the water?
First thing is not checking it out thoroughly.
Oh, okay.
Not checking it out
Yeah.
thoroughly. In fact, on May the 18th, we're doing a boat inspection out on Cashwell
Okay.
between Spence and Berkeley. And we're going to be there to help people to make sure that their boats are properly equipped and ready to go out on the water, that they have all the things that basically should be on your boat that meet Coast Guard regulations. Keep you out of trouble if you get stopped and they want to look at what do you have on your boat and is it properly maintained. So we do that. We help doing that through our vessel inspectors.
Okay.
And they get a little sticker that basically shows that they went through the inspection. And sometimes the Coast Guard even lets them alone when they're on the water. They see that sticker.
Okay, well, the Coast Guard would be, I guess, like the Highway Patrol on,
That's
on the
right.
highways.
That's wildlife.
That and wildlife. And the Coast Guard has the right to stop a boat and inspect it for safety. Is that right?
Anytime.
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 And if they don't find that boat to be safe, what happens?
They can write a ticket, just like the Highway Patrol.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. And the fines can get pretty high.
Can they?
Yes.
All right, well, now, what could go wrong with a boat? I mean, it sits in the water. What are some of the things
Well,
that
the equipment, safety equipment.
Safety equipment, like-
vest, safety vests,
Okay.
PFDs, personal flotation devices.
Okay, PFDs.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
You
it.
need to wear them. Okay. Even now, North Carolina has joined with some other states in requiring that anybody 26 years of age or less have a safety class, and you get a little card that shows that you took the class.
Really?
If you don't have that, then they can basically require you to park that boat and not use it, or they may at some point, they haven't yet, but they may at some point start issuing citations for it.
Okay, well, now, that's like wearing seat belts in the car.
Right.
It's a safety issue. But
Right.
now, are vests required?
They are for anyone 13 years and under. They are not for older.
Oh, not for anyone over
But
13.
you have to have them on your boat for every person that's on the boat.
So if you have 10 people, you have to have 10 vests.
10, and they have to be the right size
Oh,
to
okay.
fit the individual. Even pets, they need to have a flotation device if you take your pet out.
If I
on the
take
boat.
Rover or Fluffy with me, then the Flover and Ruffy have, Rover and Fluffy have to have flotation
That's right.
devices.
Well, I mean, they get out in the water, something happens, they get in the water,
Yeah.
they're going to tire out,
Yeah.
just like a human will.
Even though they can swim.
And, well, we can swim.
Yeah.
But depending on how far you have to swim, you can get tired.
Okay,
And
so
hypothermia.
yeah, so
also.
PFDs are not required, but good
They're
idea.
not required to be worn.
To warn.
But
to
they're
be warned.
required to be on the boat,
boat.
readily accessible.
Okay. All right. That's.
So
But I think that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
absolutely.
opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing to have those. But I think it's a good idea to wear them.
Sure. And now that they have different types, they have the ones that'll inflate with either a little cylinder, you can blow them up or whatever, but they're like a suspender.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable. So you ought to wear it.
So they don't have all these bulky things
That's
that they
right.
used to have years ago that
Well,
looked like you were wearing
they're still out there, but mostly on cruise ships,
Okay.
not on a pleasure boat.
So they've been improved to a great deal
Oh,
to
yeah.
where they're a lot more comfortable now.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the first thing is make sure your boat is safe.
Right.
And get it inspected. Now, does the highway patrol, does the Coast Guard, so when they see these stickers that the boat's been inspected, do they pay attention to that?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And they like that.
If there's two boats out there, one has the sticker, one doesn't, they're going to go stop the one that doesn't have that sticker first.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they won't come and stop you
Yeah.
because you got the sticker on.
Right.
But they will go after those that are not to make sure that they're safe.
Right.
They already know that the individual that's operating the boat that has the sticker on knows the
That boat's
things
been
that they
inspected.
should be, what they should have.
Okay.
Not only the PFDs, but flares, because if you have a problem, so you could signal people, you have to have flares on there. And then we also look at the condition of the boat, because there are some things like the terminal covers on your batteries. It can cause a spark, can cause a fire on your boat. So we want to make sure that they have a cover over the little terminal on your battery.
So there's a lot of little things that people wouldn't ordinarily think about, and that's what you do when you're inspecting the boats.
That's right.
So when you're inspecting the boats, what does it cost to have a boat inspected?
Nothing.
What?
It is free.
Free?
Free.
How do you do that?
Well, it's basically part of our responsibility to make sure people are safe out on the road.
So somebody can bring a boat, regardless of size,
Right.
to the Cashwell Drive area, just off Cashwell at the Country Kitchen.
Well, we're going to be basically where the little theater used to be.
Oh,
The old
okay.
theater?
Yeah,
We're going
yeah.
to be in that area.
And they
right
sell
there.
Christmas trees there, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
Optimist too.
right. The Optimists do. Okay, at that location.
Right.
And you will inspect these boats free of charge.
Free of charge.
Put a sticker on them if they pass.
Right.
What if they don't pass?
We will tell them what they need to do. Then they can come back after they correct that. We'll inspect it again and give them a sticker.
Okay.
Not, even on that day, we'd love to have the boats come out. But we have a number of different inspectors in Goldsboro. We'll come to their house and inspect it.
Okay. It's better if you go there, but
Sure.
if you can't make it there for some reason.
Right.
All right. So do you have? Is there a website? Is there an email address?
There is not a website, but they can contact me.
Okay.
And I'll be glad to
All right.
get somebody either there or I'll come myself and do the inspection.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they contact you, now this is television.
Right.
How would they contact you if you want them to have your phone number?
My cell phone,
Your cell phone. Okay,
Yeah.
here you go.
919
Uh-huh.
920
Uh-huh.
9556.
920-9556.
Right.
That's Dave Parsons.
Right.
All right.
They can call that, and I'll get the information, and I'll arrange to have somebody come and do the inspection.
Now, Dave, when is this inspection going to be held?
On May the 18th from 8 till about 1 o'clock, or till we don't get any boats in there.
Until
anymore.
you're finished.
Right,
Until
yeah.
there's, okay, but you're
Or
going to
it
leave at
goes
1
dark.
o'clock. Until it goes dark. You're going to leave at 1 o'clock if there's nobody there.
That's right.
But there's probably a good chance somebody will be there.
I hope so.
Is that any size boat?
Basically any trailered size.
Smaller
boat.
than the
Yeah.
Queen Mary?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
All right.
And as long as it's not a commercial, we cannot inspect commercial used boats.
Okay.
But ones that are basically for pleasure.
Privately owned
definitely.
pleasure boats.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
That includes pontoons and that includes about
yeah.
anything.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Anything powered, sailed, whatever.
Now here it is summertime. There's a lot of people thinking about this. There's some people who may not have a boat. And they're not sure where to start in looking for a boat.
Unfortunately, they have missed our current class.
Shame on you.
Yes.
Yes.
We have what we call the ABC, Americans Boating Course.
Yes.
And we do that out at the college. And the class is just finishing up tonight.
Okay.
But if people are interested in that, they can contact us again. And if we get enough interest, we'll run another class.
Oh, okay.
But right now we have about 11 people in that class that's taking the last 4 weeks out at the college.
All right. So if you're interested in this, get together with some friends in the neighborhood or the friends at work, and if there's 10 or 12 of you that are looking maybe to purchase a boat, call Dave at 919-920-9556. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
9556. Okay.
That class basically helps someone who's looking to buy a boat. We talk about different types of boats and what they're used for.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good information there. Then we also go through a very generic type information about how to use currents and the wind to help you get to a dock and things like that.
Okay.
You know, but it's just kind of an introduction to boating.
Yeah.
Then we have some advanced classes after that that we like people to take, like seamanship and piloting and things like that, that also increases their ability to boat safely.
And I'm sure that there is, of course, you know, humans have been boating since the beginning of time, in a manner of speaking.
Yeah, back on the Ark.
Back on the Ark,
Sure.
yeah, since long before we were here.
That's right.
And there certainly is an art to it and a science to it, but it's not anything that you can't learn.
Right, absolutely.
And boating is fun.
Absolutely, it's
Love
fun.
boating. It is a lot of fun.
That's our slogan. Boating's fun. We'll show you how.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Boating is fun. We'll show you how.
That's
919-920-9556. Our guest today, the first of many visits, I hope, is Dave Parsons with the U.S. Sail and Power Squadrons, District 27. You're the Lieutenant Commander for the district,
I'm
is that
the
right?
Lieutenant Commander Administrative Officer for the state.
For the state. Okay, very good. All right, I'll get all that straight.
Yeah.
Here. I get so confused. But anyway, thanks, Dave. I appreciate you being in. Any final words you want to pass along?
Just come on out on the
May
on the
18th.
18th.
All right.
And let's make sure you're safe out there on the water.
Excellent. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
week.
And welcome back to Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today I have joining me Charity Johnson. She is the Safe Kids Coordinator for Wayne County. We're glad to have her on the show, and she's going to talk about how to correctly install a car seat. And she's going to give us a demonstration today and give us more information on why it's so important that your child stay in a car seat and stay safe.
So today I have the infant carrier base, and it's safest to have your child in the middle seat. Most middle seats do not have the anchor hooks, which we will show you right here. It's a metal hook, and you can see it on this side actually better, but you'll see this metal hook right here. And also in your car, you'll see little circle dots, and it'll have a picture of a child in a seat. And that's how you know if it's an anchor hook in your car. Definitely look at your car manual to make sure which side you can have your child, but the center is the best. So today, we're going to demonstrate how to install a car seat with the anchor hooks.
Okay, so you're saying in the back seat, in the middle, is the very safest place for any age child.
Yes.
To have your base and your car seat put in. Some cars will have the anchor hooks and some will not. But look in your owner's manual to find out if your car does have those.
That's correct. And today I have the infant carrier, and this one goes from 0 to 30 pounds. Okay. So after your child's 30 pounds or the height on the side of your stickers, you'll see stickers on the side of your base. Right here, like I'm pointing, right here. You'll see that, and you want to make sure that your child doesn't exceed either the height or the weight limits. So it's definitely important to make sure you look at all the stickers on any car seat, whether it's the infant carrier or a convertible seat.
And Charity, if you will, tell us the difference. Now you're going to show us if your car has the actual
anchor hooks.
Anchor hooks. You're going to show us how to install it that way. But if your car does not have anchor hooks, you're going to show us how you use the seat belt to install the base. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes. So we can do that now if you'd like.
All right. So once again, this is for what age child and what size?
This is for the infant, birth to 1, or regarding the weight and height. So you want to make sure they don't outgrow the height or weight. You know a child's outgrown the car seat if their head's an inch from the top of the seat.
Oh, that's a good measurement to know. Okay.
So your legs can hang off the seat, but not the head. So we want an inch from the top is when they're outgrown it.
Okay, great. That's good to know. Yeah, if you'll demonstrate how to put the base in correctly. This is if you have anchor hooks in your back seat.
That's
in
correct.
The middle.
That's correct. So these are my anchor hooks here. You can see them here. You want to make sure this rounded part is going into the seat.
Okay, I'll try
so I'm going to have Kim do that one. And you'll hear a clicking noise, when it's in there. And then I'm going to do the other side. And you click it in there. There we go. And then I just push down on the middle of your base.
Push down on the middle, right there where your hand is. Okay.
And then you're going to pull up on this lever here that I'm holding in my hand. Okay, so push down, pull up.
You're tightening the band around the bottom of the car seat.
That's correct. And then you don't want it moving an inch from side to side or front to back, so it's not moving.
Very
Okay.
good. So you pull up on this as hard as you can and get it as sturdy so the car seat base is not moving at all.
And as well, there's a leveler on the side of this base, and if it's in the green, that means it's level. So
that's just like a regular leveler. It has the little bubble in between, and you make sure the green is in between the two lines on your car seat.
That's correct.
Perfect. And that lets you know if it is a level car seat or not, and you absolutely need it to be level.
Yes, that's correct. And also, we didn't show you, but on your base, it will show you how to level your seat as well.
So the instructions are on your base. Okay. The stickers give you a lot of good
Yes.
information.
Yes, okay. So that's with the anchors. So now we can do it with the seat belt. So we push the red buttons in and then pull out.
And that releases.
That releases your anchor hooks.
Perfect.
So now we're going to do it with the seat belt, and the stickers right here on how to install it with your seat belt.
So that's if your car does not have anchor hooks.
Yes,
Okay.
and this is normally in the middle. You would use the seat belt because a lot of cars don't have the anchor hooks.
Okay, exactly. All
Okay.
right.
So this one has a lock off. This is called a lock off. So the seat belt's going to go through here, and it says seat belt here on the sticker. So really, if you look at your base,
It tells you how to do it.
correct. The stickers tell you exactly what to do. So I'm just going to feed this through. It says seat belt here, and click it into my seat belt. And we pull this out, and we're going to push again in the middle and pull the seat belt.
So that seems to be the strategy every time. You push down here in the middle
That's
and pull
correct.
the seat belt to tighten it. And I guess once again you're trying to make this base where it doesn't move.
And then this will push down. This is their lock off for this type of brand seat. And you push this down. And you might have to get a man to do it, but we did it. So from side to side, front to back, it's not going anywhere.
All right, once again, the base is still, it's not moving from either way, either direction. Very good.
Now, Kim, a lot of bases don't have this. This is a top brand seat. Okay, so this is like a $300 seat. So if you get a seat that's just a basic seat, they don't have this, you pull this all the way out and do it lock off yourself.
So what does that mean? What
So
do you mean?
you'll hear a clicking
you'll hear
noise.
it click.
You pull
Okay.
this all the way out, up here at the top. So when you feed it back in, it's going to tighten itself.
Okay, so then you just pull
Pull
over here,
and feed.
and then it's going to
Yep.
tighten itself.
And so it's the same concept.
So even without this special lock here, you'd still run it the same way. It still gives you directions on each base where it goes underneath here, and you pull tight.
That's correct. Now, if you tighten it too much, you're going to see your base start angling on you.
That's good to
And
know.
that's not good. So there's actually a medium of how tight you want it. Because see, now it's going to start angling.
And you continue to look at your bubble over here, which is a leveler.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good, Charity.
So that's good with that. And then let's do it where we put the infant seat in it.
Okay. Because this is just the base.
Correct. This is just the base. So now we'll have our infant in the base, and you make sure the feet go first, and then
Feet go
clicks
towards
in.
the back of the car
Yes.
seat. The baby's facing the back of the car.
That's correct. And on this seat, you can actually have the handle up. A lot of seats you have to have it back because it's actually a hazard in a car crash.
All right, will you do that one more time?
Yes.
Will you take the baby seat off and show us one more time how we correctly put that
So
in
on
there?
this seat, everything in gray is what you touch. So
Every-
back here, yep, so back here we're going to pull it up and we will
how
get
you
the baby.
All right.
Okay,
So we're going to put our baby back in one more time.
okay, so we got the baby and we'll put the feet in first.
So once again, the feet face the back, the baby's rear facing.
And we heard a click, so you know that that's secured once you hear that click. And this is the handle part. Most handles have to be back, but on this seat, you can actually have it whatever angle you want. It says there's 3 positions on this seat. So most parents don't want it all the way back because it will hit the seat in
Okay.
front of them. So you want to make sure you have it clicked.
Now you want it locked into place.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Very good. Well, thank you, Charity. That gives us a lot of information on how to put an infant car seat in and how to do it correctly. Tell us, if you will, why it's so important that children sit in car seats.
It's very important, obviously, because in a car collision going 60 miles an hour, you don't know how your baby's going to react if they're not in a seat, and if it's not installed correctly, you know, obviously a child will get injured. 2 and 3 car seats aren't installed correctly. So
2 out of 3?
2 out of 3. So that's why we really encourage parents to come and make an appointment at the Partnership for Children.
Tell us where that's located.
Okay, 800 North William Street, and ask for a Safe Kids car seat technician. And our phone number is 919-735-3371, extension 240. And also, every car is different and every car seat's different. So you really don't know until you make that appointment if the seat's correctly installed.
So what you guys will do is if you go to the Partnership for Children, you can drive your own car up there, and you can have a car seat technician come out, check your car seat, see if you have it installed correctly, and if you don't, no worries, because you guys are going to fix it for them.
Exactly.
You'll put it in correctly, and then you'll show them how to put it back in correctly if they need to take the car seat out.
That's exactly right. And we also want to make sure children are rear facing. This is rear facing till they're 2 years old now. So that's new with
that has changed.
That's new with American Academy of Pediatrics, and that's due to spinal cord injuries now. So it's really important, this whole back piece really is protecting our children. And that's why you really need to make sure their head's not going over the top of your seat.
Once again, if you're interested in driving your car down to the Partnership for Children at 800 North William Street, making an appointment with one of the car seat technicians, they can check your car, see if your car seat is installed correctly. They can check Grandma's car, Aunt and Uncle's, Daddy's car, to make sure these car seats are put in correctly, because it makes a difference. It can save your child's life. So once again, the telephone number is 919-735-3371. What's your extension?
240.
240. If you can't remember that, hit 0 and ask for a car seat technician.
That'd be great.
That's at the Partnership for Children of Wayne County, and this is through Safe Kids. Thank you so much, Charity, for being with us, and you'll hear more from Safe Kids of Wayne County.
All right, we're back on WGTV today. We'll have our trivia question answer for you here in just a moment.
That's right.
And are we cruising the news here?
We are cruising the news.
Oh, boy.
On June 1st, Parks and Recreation is offering an opportunity for you and your friends to come cruise the Neuse on a kayak or a canoe. Just $10 is the registration fee, and you can cruise down the Neuse with a guided group. And let me tell you, things look different from the water.
Yes, they do.
They look beautiful, actually.
In fact, they do.
If you have not cruised the Neuse before, this is a great opportunity. I think we should do that, Wayne. Cruise the Neuse with a camera.
I think that is a great idea.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, hey. I'm glad you said that. We're going to set that up. That's
Cruise the Neuse. Call the Goldsboro Parks and Recreation Center for $10. You can be a part of it. 739-7484.
Okay. How about this? You want to hear about an amazing young lady?
Of course I do.
She's a high school pole vaulter. Her name is Aria Ottmuller.
Okay.
She soars over the bar, the pole vault bar. Problem is she can't see it.
She's blind.
Totally blind.
Really?
How do you do that?
How do you do that?
She's legally blind. She has no depth perception or peripheral vision. She is qualified for the Arizona State Track and Field Championships. Her coach says he would not let her try it to start, but she kept asking. He finally said yes, and he says that her parents say it's fine with them.
Wow.
She can do it. She's a pole vaulter.
I wonder if she counts the steps or something.
I don't know how she does. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
All right, our trivia.
Kudos to you.
I'm telling you, it proves
you can do anything.
you can do anything. You can do anything.
Put your mind to it.
Trivia question
Answer to trivia.
All right, Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, a rainbow.
Really?
Roy G. That's how you remember the, what do they call that, mnemonics or something. It's how you remember.
R-O-Y-G-B.
I-V. Yeah.
And it stands for the colors in the
Roy,
rainbow.
yeah, Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. The colors of the
Well,
rainbow. In order.
We learn something new every day from Mr. Alley.
Well, we try.
Thank you for our trivia lesson today.
How trivial can I be? Pretty trivial.
Pretty
I
trivial.
can be pretty trivial, yeah.
Oh, my
Okay,
goodness.
well, who's on tomorrow's program?
Well, I want to remind you first, tomorrow is Center Street Jam. Don't miss it. It's the very
that's right.
first one of the season.
right.
Band of Oz will be there, and the Clydesdales pulling the Budweiser wagon. Don't want to miss that. If you've never seen a Clydesdale, this is your opportunity because they're coming to Goldsboro.
Okay.
Bring your camera and come on down.
All
Who's
right.
on tomorrow's show?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, that's the big interview where we toured with Congressman G.K. Butterfield.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
with
Ray LaHood.
Ray LaHood,
Transportation
Secretary of
Secretary.
Transportation for the
Right.
United States. That's
Okay.
exactly right. He came down and toured Goldsboro, and stay tuned tomorrow. Check us out and see
Good.
exactly what that was all about.
So a special program tomorrow. We'll be right here at 7 a.m. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.